So David Sampson, he was on the Dan Lemertard show. He continues to say that Pat Riley should be fired. Everyone should be traded, including Bam and Tyler. Let's get into the video.
If the Heat move on from one or two of Bam, Tyler, Pat, or Eric, that they're being panicky. I just don't think that would be the narrative surrounding those moves.
I would say, this is what I would say. The players is a different story. Because players, you could say this player is great and he's done a lot of things for us, but the only way for us to get better is for us to acquire someone else. So in the case of Bam and Tyler or Tyler, if Giannis is on the table, like, you can't be like, oh, but I like Tyler. You got to go because Giannis is something special, something elite, something rare, right? But when you talk about the personnel who are making decisions, I totally don't believe in just, well, it's not working, so it's your fault. That doesn't make sense to me, and I think a lot of teams find themselves in a lot more hot water doing that than the teams that succeed because they made
Sampson, how is it not panicky to run out Riley and trade Tyler Herro? Like, you're running Riley out of the organization against his will as the punctuation on his career.
Oh, I'm not. I wouldn't say it's against his will, and that's why I wouldn't say that it would be a firing, Dan. What I said is it's an acknowledgement by the Heat, which are defined as Mickey and Pat and Nick, that it is time to go a different direction with a different voice, and I think that that is what they do. And by the way, Bam Adebayo, if you look at his salary, Jeremy, I believe he has 3 years left, and it goes like 50, 51, 59 in the last 3 years of his deal. I hear that you're saying he's all NBA, and I understand there are a lot of overpaid players, but do you have him as that type of player?
I mean, the question is for you. 3 years, $150 million on Herro, 4 years, $210 million.
I mean, to me, I lock up Tyler Herro long term when I feel like the value is going to be delivering, meaning where's the salary cap going? What are the deals that are getting signed for guys that are kind of his comps? Can I get value on that? If not, I don't see a need to commit super long term because I want to remain flexible.
So that's the thing. The Miami Heat, they have a lot of decisions that need to be made. When you look at Bam, Bam is going to be making $50 million per season coming up. You have the Tyler Herro extension. He can either sign for 3 years this coming off season, or it's going to be a 4-year deal. But you cannot afford to have Bam and Tyler on a max deal, and they're not really max players in terms of number one options, game changers. Yes, can they have moments and can they rise to the occasion every now and then? Absolutely. But think about it. You have Tyler Herro who, yeah, he's good on offense, but then he's terrible on defense. And then you have Bam Adebayo who's great at defense, playmaking, rebounding, but then he struggles on the offensive end to be aggressive. So how are you going to tie up all this money into two guys and you're still not going to be able to win a championship? That is why a lot of Miami Heat fans, there's some that want to trade Tyler, there's some that want to trade Bam, there's some that want to trade both and completely blow it up, fire Pat, fire Spo, and fire everybody. Let me know in the comments where you stand with that. But going forward, I know the Miami Heat, more than likely they're going to keep Tyler and Bam. The thing is, are you going to put high-level role players around them? I understand that the whole Giannis Antetokounmpo rumors are swirling around. Guys, the Miami Heat are not going to get Giannis. We do not have the assets to compete with OKC, with the Spurs, with the Rockets. Same thing for Kevin Durant. It's not going to be easy to get Kevin Durant because there's going to be teams like the Rockets, like the Spurs, who will willingly overpay to get Kevin Durant because he's going to be one of their missing pieces. There's a lot of people, they want to just tank and blow it up and fire everybody, but that still doesn't even guarantee you to win a championship in the future. Look at all these rebuilding teams, like the Charlotte Hornets. Look at the Philadelphia 76ers. They've been saying trust the process for so long, and they're nowhere near a championship. Look at the Atlanta Hawks and all these bottom feeder teams. You are not guaranteed anything when you tank besides losing games. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all the support.